Hello YouTube, I'm Carol, and welcome to another episode of Cookin' with Carol. Today, Susan can't be here, so we have a special guest, Louise.
Are you done?
I'm done.
I'm Louise.
Louise doesn't have the best attitude between me and you.
Is she done talking yet?
Today, on Cookin' with Carol and special guest Louise, we are going to make pierogies.
What?
Pierogies. It's Italian. No, it's Polish.
Same thing.
I guess you're right.
Are we gonna get started or what?
Okay. So, first things first. You're gonna need some potatoes. You're gonna need an egg. You're gonna need some measuring cups.
Some salt, some flour,
and some water, just for you, just in case you need a little pick-me-up. Okay.
So let's start by peeling our potatoes. Remember, safety first.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna peel your potatoes. Yes, just like that. Are you almost done?
Am I almost done? Maybe if you hadn't spent 10 minutes talking in the beginning of the video.
Louise, we went over this. They won't know who's here if I don't give them an introduction.
Maybe they don't need to know. Oh, dang it. I just peeled the peels right into... Look what you made me do!
Ooh, look what you made me do.
Look what you just made me do.
Look what you just made me do. Ooh! My daughter Brittany taught me that song. She's very hip.
Just like her mother.
I'll have you know, this lipstick is all the trend right now.
All the trend in the 1980s, maybe.
I'm just gonna walk over here.
Safety first. Things like this would move a little quicker if I had some help around here.
There are no more peelers, Louise. Maybe if you had picked up two like I told you.
Can you believe this woman?
Can you believe this woman? Sometimes I think the reason I'm going gray is because of people like you, Louise. Now, I'm gonna give you some tips so that you never find yourself in times of trouble.
Listen carefully. She clearly knows what she's talking about.
Thank you, Louise. So, you want to have your knife, okay? And you want to make sure it's like colored, because if it's a silver knife, you're more at risk for cutting your finger.
Racist.
Louise! Okay. So, once all of your potatoes are peeled, you're going to want a knife.
Carol, make yourself useful. Go get me some flour.
Okay, Louise.
One thing that's really important when you're cooking is to always have a special place designated for the trash. This'll do.
Louise, are you sure we didn't already take the flour out?
Carol, it's right here in front of you. If you can't see what's right in front of you, I don't know what your problem is.
You asked me for the flour.
Are you gonna chop some potatoes or what?
Hey!
You see this right here?
What's in my water?
Your water? Are you talking about the trash container?
The trash container?
Did you just spit on me?
Louise, I think I need to take a break from you.
Time to chop some potatoes. One thing that's really important whenever you're using the knife, you gotta be careful that you're holding it the right way. This is very sharp. You don't want to cut yourself on it. Safety first.
Hello. So now we're on to step 2. And I know what I said about the silver knife. She closed her door.
Oh, you know Brittany, just like her mother.
Anyway, I know what I said about the silver knife, but I'm better at this than Louise, so it's okay if I use a silver knife. So you're gonna get your potato, okay? And let's chop. Are you sure you do it like that?
How many years have I been cooking?
I thought you were supposed to use your non-dominant hand. So like I would use my right hand and you would use your left.
She's right. Okay.
Safety first.
Safety first.
If you use your dominant hand, you could cut it, and
Right.
then you won't be able to use it anymore.
And you'd be out of hand. And who nowadays has hand insurance? Just too expensive.
Exactly.
Make sure you get them into nice, good-sized chunks.
Oh.
Do you see what I put up with?
I'll
Make
just
sure
go
you
rinse
get
it
them
off.
into nice,
It's fine.
good-sized chunks. That way, when you boil them, it gets done quicker.
Oh!
Forgive me for making a mistake.
Well, you never forgive me when I make a mistake. Okay. Now that we've cut all of our potatoes, and I finally get a break from that no good Louise. Always giving me attitude, always saying, oh, Carol, you're doing it wrong. Oh, Carol this, oh, Carol that. Who decided to do the cooking show, Louise? Carol! So I'll come back when that water is all boiled. Now that we've got some water boiling, Louise is gonna test it just to see if it's hot enough yet.
Here's an important tip when you're boiling water. You need to test it before you stick the food in to make sure it's actually boiling. The easiest way to do this is to stick your hand in and decide if it's boiling or if it's not boiling based on how much it hurts. I don't feel anything in that thumb, but I've always used that thumb for boiling, so who knows? I'm just gonna stick my whole hand in. Yep, it's boiling. Time to put the potatoes in.
Okay. Oh, you're splashing them all over the place. Are you trying to wreck my UFO?
I'm gonna teach you a trick for boiling potatoes. The easiest way to do it without burning yourself as you're putting them in is just to throw them right in. Throw those potatoes in.
There we go. You want to put away your cutting board in the sink. And then later you can tell your daughter to wash it. But you want to make sure that you don't have all of your items sitting out because you're going to get overwhelmed. And you don't want to get overwhelmed.
Time to make the dough. Step number 1 to making the dough is to start with an egg.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Did you get the hammer?
Oh, my bad.
How does this woman think we're gonna crack an egg without a hammer?
Hello. So you have your egg, you have your hammer. What you're gonna do, you're just gonna smash it in, and you wanna break it in so that all the egg gets in, right? Okay. So now that you have your shells, these are nasty. And you wanna throw away your shells in the trash. So now you can see you got egg all over your hand, and that is no good. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna just lick it off until it's gone because you don't want salmonella on your hand. It's all for the video. It's all for you guys. So, as you can see, we have our egg. I don't want it to fall out. So that's our egg.
I just need to get a fork.
Out. Fine, it's not like I'm filming a video or anything. Take your time. Thank you. Okay. So you're gonna want to mix up your egg because you don't want the yolks to be separate. Exactly, okay. Oh, now we have to get a new fork, Louise. Okay, so now your eggs are mixed, and you know what? If you see a little shell or two, just go ahead and take it out. I'm gonna take that out because you don't want to eat the shells.
Shells, make sure you save your shells though, because they make a delicious topping for cakes, pastries, nice crunch to the top. It really adds a lot, trust me.
And if you do want to keep a few shells in there, it will give it a nice crunch when you bite into the pierogies. So it's really up to preference.
She has a point there.
But right now I have my dentures in, so I don't want the crunchies.
Egg stuck in dentures is gross.
Yep, sure. So,
which one of these looks most like a cup to you, Carol?
well, when I usually have my morning coffee, I usually have about, like, maybe this much.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
that looks like about a cup.
Yeah,
so-
I'd say that that's a cup. So if we just fill that up, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay.
So we're gonna just, yeah. And now, as you can see, we don't quite have enough. But you can just add sugar to the top because sugar looks the same as flour, so no one will be able to tell. Cooking hacks with Carol. Okay, so we just put in the flour. We're gonna mix it, mix it, mix it. Oh. Okay, so next you're gonna wanna add your salt. And see, personally, we like to use the iodized salt because some people say, oh, I like the Himalayan pink salt crystals. I'm no fairy, I'm American. I want the regular iodized salt.
And you know, when I was a kid, we didn't have colored salt. We had white salt.
Exactly.
We had white sugar, and
And
that was
times-
the end of that.
It was so much simpler back then. Now you got all this pink salt and the yellow flour. Now what you're gonna wanna do?
Now, when
is you
I use-
Oh, Louise!
Would you watch where you put your sugar? For goodness sake, Susan.
My name is Carol. Louise decided to bump into me when I was holding the salt. So now there's salt all over the floor and the counter, and I don't know what to do with it all. So we're gonna add 1 cup of lukewarm water. And I don't know who Luke is and how warm he usually is, but we're just sort of guessing for the moment. Oh my goodness, Louise.
Okay, this woman likes to make her problems my problems.
I don't know how I feel about that. So you're gonna want to mix it up. Stirring up your mixture. You're gonna make the dough. And you know what? Have some fun with it. Do some dance moves, you know? You want, oh, maybe not that much fun. Oh, Louise, oh. Louise decided to flick the dough at me. So what you're gonna want to do, you want to get some flour on the counter.
Make it snow, make it snow.
Louise, what did I tell you about speaking?
This one.
Okay, so you wanna put your dough on the counter. I know it's gonna feel weird, you know, you shouldn't get stuff on your counter. But we're gonna make an exception for right now. And you wanna knead your dough. And when someone told me to knead my dough, at first I thought that meant like you get your needles, you know? Like your sewing needles or your crocheting needles. And I thought maybe you stick it in and you form shapes. But apparently you use your hands. So I don't know who came up with the name knead, but I don't know.
That looks about right.
I would say so. So you
Okay.
want it to be drippy because you don't want your dry pierogi. Louise dropped her earring.
It's your earring!
I'm not wearing earrings! It's so disgusting.
So once you've kneaded your dough to the proper consistency, you want to start making it into individual pierogi shapes. It's not that hard. Carol has a hard time with it, but basically it's going to look
I
something
asked you
like
not
this.
to tell them that.